Welcome to my views and news. Another video for you. Main news stories about upcoming talks between Tigray regional government and Ethiopian federal government in South Africa on the 24th of October on Monday. We were waiting for Tigray government's response to the invitation, and Ethiopian government has already agreed to be part of talks. Is Tigray regional government going to be part of the talks on Monday? Secondly, Ethiopian electric authority, electricity production transmission authority today said in some statements that efforts were underway, studies were being conducted to resume electricity supplies to the parts of Tigray which have come under ENDF control, under the control of government forces. Details for you. Firstly, viewers, African Union has confirmed that it is planning to host talks between Tigray regional government and Ethiopian federal government in South Africa on Monday. And yesterday, Ridwan Hussein, Ethiopian National Security Advisor, confirmed that Ethiopian government would attend the talks, though he said that some actors were trying to preempt the talks by criticizing, by sharing false reports about defense measures adopted by government forces. So he, I think, was saying that government would press ahead with military operation. At the same time, government would take part in talks as well. We were waiting for response from Tigray regional government and Uhuru Kenyatta, Kenyan president. Why? Former president. Why? Because a few days ago, around 2 weeks ago, when African Union extended invitation of talks to Tigray regional government raised some questions. Uhuru Kenyatta refused to be part of talks because he was not consulted in advance. He is one of three panelists who will monitor the peace process. Uhuru Kenyatta, a former vice president of South Africa, Fumzile, and thirdly, Obasanjo will be overseeing the peace process. They'll be monitoring peace talks in South Africa. So last time, Uhuru Kenyatta refused to attend the talks. Tigray regional government raised questions as well. So that is why this time we were waiting for the response from Tigray regional government and Uhuru Kenyatta. Will they be part of talks or not? Tigray regional government firstly has received invitation from African Union to attend the talks. It has been confirmed. Officially, invitation has been sent to Tigray regional government. Secondly, what we have learned is that Tigray regional government is ready to be a part of talks. It is ready to participate in Monday's talks due to be held in South Africa. Tigray is willing to send its team of negotiators, maybe Gata Chaurada, General Sadkan and others could be in South Africa on Monday. It is being confirmed by some Tigray government officials. We are waiting for official statement, but we have learned that Tigray government is ready to attend talks. That just shows that Tigray forces are under severe pressure. Tigray has withdrawn from several of its preconditions regarding talks. If you remember, Tigray's first and foremost precondition was that there must be restoration of basic services in Tigray before the start of talks. Restoration of electricity, banking, telecom, internet. For months, it was the main demand of Tigray regional government before the start of talks. This time, no precondition. Secondly, Tigray government was saying that Talks should be led by an international panel of mediators, not just African Union. But talks are mainly being led by African Union. So another point from which Tigray regional government has withdrawn. And thirdly, Tigray was saying that there must be withdrawal of Eritrean forces from Tigray before the start of talks again. So Tigray has made several compromises in recent months. Why? Willingly? Voluntarily? No. Tigray's compromises were due to battlefield losses. Tigray is suffering losses. Tigray regional government, government is suffering losses in the battlefield. That is why government is changing its position. It is showing more flexibility. And Tigray has been urging immediate stopping of war. But Ethiopian government is now saying that talks would be focusing on negotiated ceasefire. So battlefield losses for Tigray regional government have translated into flexibility shown by the regional government of Tigray, which is going to be part of talks in South Africa on Monday. Uhuru Kenyatta's position is not clear. Last time he had raised some questions around 2 weeks ago. He had said that there must be clarity about the role of other actors in these talks. So either privately he has been given some assurances and maybe Tigray regional government might have been given some assurances as well privately that Tigray regional government has agreed to be part of talks. Overall, it's a very positive development, but still a lot to come. Saturday, Sunday, 48 hours are left before the start of talks, and ENDF and EDF are hoping to make rapid gains in the next 48 hours. And I don't think EDF and ENDF, Ethiopian federal government especially, will show flexibility in talks on Monday because Ethiopian government is in a strong position. It has considerable military leverage. Tigray forces are losing ground. It will be interesting to see what happens in South Africa on Monday and what happens at UN Security Council meeting going to be held in coming hours. The meeting will focus on the conflict in Ethiopia. Secondly, viewers, as I said in some previous videos that Ethiopian government will try to provide some facilities, support to the people of Tigray in the areas which have come under ENDF, EDF control. Purpose is to win the hearts and minds of people of Tigray. Purpose is to ensure that people of Tigray don't support TPLF and TDF. So that is why preparations are underway. Ethiopian Electricity Transmission Authority today confirmed that studies are being conducted in the areas taken by Ethiopian Federal Force in recent days for resumption of electricity in Alamata, Koram, Shire and other areas newly taken by ENDF. Studies are being conducted. Special teams have been sent. The teams are on the ground. They are inspecting the equipment which needs repairs, and they say that in coming days restoration of electricity will start in these areas. Alamata's power transmission setup was being used for transmission of electricity to Waghimra, to cities like Sikota, to Lalibela as well. Alamata was under TDF. Now when Alamata is under ENDF Amhara control, electricity equipment, transmission equipment is being repaired for transmission of electricity from Alamata to Waghimra, to Sikota and Lalibela. So the purpose of all these measures is to provide some relief to the people of Tigray who have suffered a lot due to the ongoing crisis, food shortage, no electricity, no internet, no banking. Commercial Bank of Ethiopia is going to start its work in Shire. Shire Airport going to be made operational in coming days. Now, electricity resumption is going to start in Lamata, Shire, Koram, and other parts of the Tigray, which have come now under ENDF and EDF control. Thank you for watching.